Hey everybody, welcome to the next edition of the MURCA Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just a conversation between me and my viewers. I like to be accessible, so you can ask me questions, suggest topics, call me out if you think I've been wrong about something. As usual, I want to start off the chat today by thanking people that have helped support the programs we run. If you're not familiar with the programs we run TYMP, we run pets and vets programs. TYMP provides firearms to people who normally wouldn't be able to afford their first firearm, single mothers, elderly, fixed incomes, whatever. So if you want to help with that, go over and buy merchandise or become a Subscribe Star member. If you want to help pets and vets, do super chats during the live chat or go over and become a patron. First off, I like to read people that have ordered products here to help support TYMP. And we did have one order today, I think. Yes, it was Robert Reynolds, and they bought a Save the 40s shirt. So I need to remember to add, I'm going to actually add them right now. I want to add them to the Save the 40s, make sure they're not on there first. But that's, oops, there's a stink bug on my thing. Robert Reynolds. Did I spell that right? I do believe I did. There we go. I've added up to the Save the 40s list. I need to remember to update that tomorrow. Remember, if you want to be part of the Save the 40s and be part of the scroll that runs at the end, just go over and buy a Save the 40s t-shirt. You'll be on the Save the 40s roster. So thanks to Robert Reynolds for joining up with the Save the 40s Foundation. Let's see, do we get to welcome any new patrons today? I don't think we got any new patrons, but we didn't lose any either. To me, that's a victory because Patreon ain't been doing great. As far as Subscribe Star goes, we lost some Subscribe Star people today. We lost 4 Subscribe Star supporters. I'm hoping, hopefully we'll get some of those back. But we lost 4 today, but no new ones. I don't think there's any new ones. No, the last new person was 545 by 39. All right, so let me get over here and see now that I've done that. See if there's any questions coming in over here on the PayPal, the super chats. What is today's date? Today's the 19th. Dale Rickety chimed in here and said, I got nothing. As usual, he doesn't have anything of value. Well, not as usual. Sometimes he adds stuff of value to the chat, but usually he don't got nothing to say. He's the silent type. 545 by 39 chimed in with Punva, P and V, but in this case it doesn't mean pets and vets like it usually does. In this case, it means one pterosaur, one velociraptor that we adopted, and then he split, and I'm raising as a single parent, and now he's paying his child support payments for. Oh, and remember, everybody, during the chat, pay your tithe to Phil. Where is he? He's up here. I wanted to quit putting this in the corner because I want to add it later in the video. So tomorrow, remind me not to have that up there before I start the chat because it shows up. If I add it later in the video, it's bigger. I can control how big it is. Wouldn't that be nice? But, excuse me. But as I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying. What was I? Oh, yeah, pay your tithe to Phil. If you're coming to the chat, you're enjoying this, go over to PayPal, pay your tithe to Phil. Minimum of $2 will keep him happy and keep him from blowing away your trailer with a baby in it, with your baby in it. So feel free to go over and pay your Phil tithe and ask a question, suggest a topic, keep the conversation rolling while you're doing that. Train Spa said, did you discuss that Grab a Gun is going public? Oops, I just accidentally closed off. Did you discuss that Grab a Gun is going public? Maybe you can invest in the company. Oh, well, the thing is you'd have to have money to do that is the problem. And I got a puppy dog who's going to need surgery. It's going to be at least $8,000. They said between 8 and 12. I'm hoping it's more towards 8. So if he loses more weight, he'll be able to get it. And then I got to have the money saved for when I can do it. So, but I didn't know they were going public. I hope they'll still help out with TY and Triple P. And I hope they do well. But I did not know they were going public. But no, I will not be investing because I have got no money. Unless somebody wants to send me stocks, wants to buy me stocks for grab a gun. I'll take them. I'm not proud. I like free shit. Let's see here. Where were we at on the questions here? I think we had one more over here. Let's see. Jason Thompson, Officer Tater Hater, said, I sent you emails. Enjoy. I haven't had a chance to look at my emails today. I've been busy today. I changed the exhaust tips on the car and then changed them back because I didn't like the new ones. So I had to get the new ones repackaged and sent back to Amazon. I'm still going to try a different set of new ones, but I didn't like I like the old ones more than the new ones. The only thing I don't like about the ones I have is they're very short. It's like there's only like this much of the tip that's actually a double walled gloss black tip. Then it gets narrow and it's silver. I want one that's a little longer so that you don't see anything. You know what I'm talking about? Blends in more. That's what I'm wanting. Tim Fat Salami said, Phil is a lie. Look at the man behind the curtain. There's no man behind it. There's no curtain. I do have a green screen, but there's no curtain. There's curtain in there. There ain't nobody behind it. And Phil is very real. I hope he blows away your fucking trailer. Something bad happens to you the next day or two, it's Phil. Just so you know. He'll prove to you whether he's real or not. Chris Schneider chimed in and says, oh, hell, Phil, leave our Captain Yank alone. He does his best. Yes, tell him leave me alone. I do my best. He shoved my car into a tree. You all saw that, didn't you? I don't know who didn't see that. Here, I'll show the picture again. But that son of a bitch shoved my car into a tree. Where's it at? I got the picture here on my desktop somewhere. Oh, right here. I'm going to share this. Present for those of you that are watching and not just listening. If I ever do actually get around to making this into a podcast, I'm showing them a picture of my car that rolled down my driveway, hit a tree. So just because he didn't think I was raising enough money for pets and vets or fur friends, he shoved my car out of the driveway and down into a tree. What an asshole. That's costing me money to get that fixed. I had to pay $300 for a new bumper. Now I got to have it painted. I still ain't had it painted yet. It's in, but I ain't gone and picked it up because I can't afford to have it painted. I mean, I could afford it if I absolutely had to, but I don't want to. I don't have to take money out of savings to pay for it. All right, now let me find out where it was here. That was Chris Snyder paying his $2 tithe to Phil. I think $2 is not much for a tithe. I think everybody should do more, but I think the minimum of $2 is not bad. You're getting all of this wonderful, wonderful entertainment by watching me. I mean, you would pay upwards of, I don't know, dozens and dozens of nickels for this entertainment anywhere else. You were going. The only other place you could get entertainment like this is watching a homeless man on the street bitching about stuff, and he'd still expect you to put money in his hat. So put some money in Phil's hat. He tells me to spend it on good cause. It goes to help the Pets and Vets program, which we are running very short on this year this month, because we're about $700 something short because of Fur Friends, because I gave all the money to them. Chris Ramos just did a big donation. I think he's trying to help us with the shortcoming. He says, a little something to help offset what is due. By the way, I heard that you're a towel. I'm not a towel. You're a towel. Call me a towel. But thanks to him, he's trying to help us. Now we're only around $600. We were like 700 something. So now we're probably a little under 600 away from being flush over there. Per Gustafson did his $2 tithe to Phil and said, did you see the few more Smith revolvers no lock they posted today? I didn't see any today, but like I said, I haven't had a chance to look at anything today. I've been very busy. But let's go over and see. All I got to do is type S in my, and it'll pop it up. Let's see. Oh, they don't got any more over on the page, though. Did they announce something new? I know they already announced the Model 10, the Model 19, the Model 36, because I'm kind of looking at that Model 36 going, I might like to have that to replace my 360 PD I lost. I didn't lose it. I know where it's at. They won't let me have it back. But are there more? Is it more than those three? Because those three I already saw. That came out a few days ago. But if there's more than the 10, the 19 and the 36, someone let me know so that I can scrounge a little deeper in the interwebs here and see. All right, let's get back to the questions. That was Per Gustafson paying their $2 tithe to Phil. And that's our last one over there for now. So let's get over here to the live chat, see what's coming in over here. Massachusetts bans non-resident youth hunting among other gun laws and hunting restrictions amid Bruin. I don't know what those would have to do with Bruin, to be honest. That's kind of its own thing, hunting law or, licensing and stuff. Because here's the thing, I 100% support the Second Amendment. I'm a no compromise Second Amendment supporter, but I do not believe that in any way does the Constitution guarantee you the right to hunt wherever you want, whatever you want, whenever you want. So nothing in there says and to provide food for their family or anything like that. So as long as they're not telling you what guns you can have, it's more of a state issue to me. Let's see. And I don't like trying to say Massachusetts. Why is that? Why do they make their state so hard to say? They just did that on purpose. Heaven forbid I have to try to spell it. That ain't gonna happen. Mass, M-A-S-S period. Do the abbreviation because I ain't spelling it. I don't know what the two is. It no, it ain't M-S. That's Mississippi, isn't it? And Maryland is M-A, and it was what would Massachusetts? What? See, that's as hard to say as a non-anonymous. Don't like that name. They should really consider changing the name of that state. I'm not saying I agree with it. If someone blasted he's talking about dogs being property. Why are the Democrats stealing your gun forever? Well, I don't know if they were Democrats. They were cops. That's even worse. But being a cop means they're probably more likely a Republican, I would say. Based on your story of the event, you didn't do anything with it. I didn't, but the fact that it was involved in the issue, in the fight, and the guy shot himself in the hand, the gun was used in the commission of a crime, so just wasn't by me. How about if one was jacking your car in driveway while his homie was standing watch with AK pointed at your front door? Well, then you'd have to be fucking retarded. I would pick off the guy holding the AK from my bedroom window, and then I'd go take after the guy. The guy would steal the car, probably run away, I'd say, after I blew his friend's brains out. Because anybody dumb enough to stand there in the open pointing the gun at your front door while someone else was basically committing a crime is just asking to be sniped. But it wouldn't be hard. Hell, shotgun slug from the upper window would take him out, much less than AK or something. So yeah, that's real easy to a really easy question to answer. Once some drunk dude was throwing rock at our dog. Me and my dad ran across the street and made his face and body hurt. But we weren't charged since dude was drunk. One of my uncle's neighbors back home actually shot one of their puppies. And my uncle went over and made it very hard for him to eat, breathe, or walk for a couple of months. Didn't get a single charge against him. And I would have done the same thing if I'd have been there. Flash in the Pan chimed in here and says, P's and V's, all hail Phil. What, if any, is the latest news about the law for national reciprocity for concealed carry? There ain't anything new right now. We'll have to wait and see what news. But, I mean, it was introduced, and I do believe it passed the House. But whether it will even come up in the Senate is another thing. It'll be up to the Republicans in the Senate to bring it up. Whether they will or not. A lot of times they just won't bring these things up because they don't want to vote on them, and you'll never hear about it again. So we will wait and see. But right now, I ain't heard anything new on it. Of course, I haven't been following it very closely right now because, everything's kind of in limbo until the new administration takes over. So there's not a lot of point in paying attention to a whole lot of stuff. Let me see if I'm caught up over here. That was flash in the pan, by the way. Donald Google, did he buy something? Because that's a weird amount of money he just done there. Let's see, did he buy something? No. Yes, he did. He bought something. He bought a Believeth t-shirt. That's the Bigfoot Jesus. If you've never seen that one, if you like Bigfoot and you believe in Bigfoot Jesus, go over and get yourself a Believeth t-shirt. Or I don't have a Believeth t-shirt. I have a Believeth hat in the house, but I do have Believeth the Bigfoot Jesus on a big like 3 foot by 3 foot canvas that I had printed and put in my guest room, because my guest room is all Bigfoot related stuff, like stuff people give me. People give me Bigfoot stuff all the time. Christmas ornaments. Someone gave me a Bigfoot birdhouse. One of the viewers gave me a Bigfoot birdhouse, and I have never put it outside. It's on the stand in my guest room as a focal piece, because I'm like, why give this to the fucking birds? Fucking birds didn't do nothing to deserve it. But who was it just bought that? That was Googly Goo bought that. And then Michael Kinney played his tithe to Phil and said, do you have a CZ75 PCR? I'm looking at one for concealed carry. I don't have one of the PCRs, but they're fucking awesome. So if you're thinking about one, I have some CZ75s. I got 2 of them, but no PCR. If I was going to carry a gun, that would definitely be one I was going to consider. If I was going to carry a semi-auto, I would consider that gun. That is an excellent, excellent gun. So I say go buy it. Remember, this is not a support group. This is Enablers Anonymous, and we're not even anonymous. We're enablers out in the open. When someone else wants to buy a gun, my answer is always like, well, get it and get me one too. I'm not someone who's going to be like, no, you worry about whether you can afford it. No, get it, give me one too. I will be mad at you though when you get one if I don't have one, because I will call you a cunt, just so you know, because I'm very petty and I haven't had a new gun in a very long time, and I am jonesing, but I can't get one right now. So have pity on the poor person. Jay Lugo said, forgot I had this in my safe and wanted to show everyone. I don't smoke. I just carry a lighter just in case I need one. Why is he showing? Is he showing? I think the knife is what he had in the safe he wants to show. He's got a Smith & Wesson knife. Is that based on the leak? Looks like a leak. And he's got a lighter, which he says he doesn't smoke. I'm starting to think he smokes. I think he's lying to us. Why would he say I don't smoke if he doesn't smoke? That's like me that's like me sitting here saying, I don't have sex with zebras. Well, that makes people think right away that I probably have had sex with a zebra. I don't have sex with zebras, by the way. There's not even any zebras around me, except at the zoo. They watch those animals too damn close. They got cameras everywhere. So that ain't going to happen. Especially the monkey cage. A lot of cameras in the monkey cage. But as I was saying, I do not have a PCR. I think that's the last question I was answering. All right, now let me get over here. Tuki Ka use what the fuck? That's a name. Are you rebranding for YouTube? I haven't rebranded anything. My channel's pretty much the same as always been. I know I never had TikTok. For people that ask me lately, what did you have your channel on TikTok? I've never had a channel on TikTok. Never will have a channel on TikTok. I've always thought they were Russian or a Chinese propaganda site. So never wanted to be influenced by a Chinese-owned company myself. So bad enough American propaganda from the billionaires. Went to the gun shop, but really couldn't buy a new gun cause I can't decide from 442, 642, 38 Smith & Wesson Bodyguard or an 856. Just want another revolver in my collection. Out of those, I'd probably say 642 be my choice. But you do you, boo. You get whichever one you want. The Exterior 637, or maybe that new one, that new 36. Well, that one looks awesome. What's for dinner? I'm having carne asada. You know, I don't know what carne asada is really. It's something to do with beef, I think, but I'm not real sure. Not real sure. Someone sent Kevin Mabry just sent me a picture of the 642 with no lock, but they've been doing that for a while. That's not new. They've been slowly doing different variations of guns with no locks on it. That's one of them. But I don't know if there was any other new ones that came out that don't have locks. Right now on their website, the only new ones they're showing with no locks are the 10, the 19, and the 36. And I'd already seen that. Two new Smith & Wesson Lipsy mountain guns announced, 629, 686 plus, both with no lock. And Ruger does have a 10 millimeter LC carbine, but not Washington compliant. I don't think they have the PC carbine in 10 millimeter, do they? Let me go to Ruger and look real quick because I don't know. It could have been something that slipped past me. Rifles. You're looking at the LC carbine. See, that's not the PC carbine. That's a different beast altogether. Yeah, and I wouldn't even want it, and it probably ain't legal here right now. Although I do kind of like the American flag. I wish they did the Magpul backpacker stock in that American flag design, that hydro dip design. I'd buy that. Probably going to go with the coyote brown or whatever they call it, desert tan or whatever they call it. I haven't seen the new where they don't got that on the website yet. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else. No lock Smith and Wesson. Did you say it was a 686? I like the blued guns better with no locks. Lipsy's exclusives. They're both stainless. I would rather have them in blue, but it is nice that there's no locks on them. That is nice. They just removed I guess it was showed up on their Facebook page, and then they took it off because I guess it wasn't supposed to go yet. But they look nice. I've always been a big fan of the mountain gun, the way it looks. It's a very good looking gun. What kind of dick pics do you prefer? Dick Cavett, Dick Tracy, Dick Sargent? Well, not that fucking Dick Sargent. I'm not a big fan of his. I'm a Dick York man. So fuck Dick Sargent. Although am I the only one that ever noticed that they always talk about how, the reason she was tempted away from the witch world is because her husband is so handsome, but both actors were ugly as fuck. So I never understood that. Can't imagine anyone thinking Dick York or Dick Sargent were what I would call attractive. Let's see, where am I at? So PSA is doing what Springfield did? No, they're not doing what Springfield did. Springfield actually actively worked with the state government to pass a law saying they wouldn't oppose it as long as they got exemptions from it. PSA just looks like they're cooperating by not getting in trouble because, probably the attorney general said, well, we'd hate to file lawsuits against you if this law ever passes. So we would prefer you just cooperate. And then they're cooperating, it seems like. Which is completely different, nowhere near as bad as what Springfield Armory did. That should be tomorrow's topic. Reminded people what Springfield Armory did, and is it time to forgive them? Let me see here. Be a good topic for tomorrow. There was something I wrote down in there as topics, and I forgot what it was. I'll have to look at it tomorrow. All right. Let me see where we're at here. I'm on the wrong page. There we go. Can you please make the new field design in a car? I haven't finished the design yet. I need to get to it tomorrow. I'll try to get on it tomorrow. I keep telling myself I'm going to do it. And I want to draw a Popeye design too. I don't know what I want to do yet. Now that he's a common thing. Oh, another one of my designs got tagged for copyright violation because they don't. And here's the thing: even when you get tagged for copyright violation through Shopify, and you send them stuff saying this is protected under parody laws, they don't care. And they'll just tell you, well, you're probably right, but we don't care. We're just, if a manufacturer tags it, we take it off the site. And these manufacturers, all they got to do is they don't want to print it, so they'll tag it. So fuck those manufacturers. I got to go through and change who does my t-shirts because I'm getting sick of those people. Let's see. Where are we at? Let me make sure I'm all caught up on the super chats. Remember, if y'all want to help support the Pets and Vets program, which we have a definite shortfall this month, go ahead and go over and do a super chat. John Bologna Jr. paid his $2 tithe to Phil and said, I have a CZ75 PCR. It's friggin' awesome and a tack driver. Well, I believe you. I believe you 100%. They're awesome. I've shot them. They're nice. They're very, very nice. And the 75s are nice. The PCR is even nicer than a regular 75. So I'm not arguing with you. I agree fully. You should play the old intro song for the shooting the shit portion. I missed that. Well, I did do it does have the old intro song at the beginning and the end. Not the video that I used to do, that long video, because that featured Gary heavily, and now he's dead. I don't need him in there. I thought this was Cruel and Unusual Punishment, and you was playing us. LOL. What's Cruel and Unusual Punishment? 54539. So he sent a pic. Yeah, I checked that one. I think he sent the picture of the. Wait, is that the one I checked already? Oh yeah, the lip seat exclusives. Yeah, I saw the. For people who hasn't seen them, here I'll show what he sent me the link to, just so you can kind of see it. Here's the guns he's talking about, the lip seat exclusives. Boop. Which might be why they're not showing up on the site, since they're lip seat exclusives. But it just goes to show you Smith & Wesson's doing more and more revolvers with no locks. So that's a good thing to see. Hold on, let me write something down. All right, then I'll go see if we still have any questions coming in here. That's good entertainment when people get to watch me write stuff. That's worth the $2 admission right there. Let's see here. I thought you were all supposed to be boycotting PayPal for blocking gun and ammunition purchases. I never boycotted PayPal for that. That's their right. They're a private company. If you boycott PayPal, you ain't going to get shit done in this world. And they love you to do stuff like that. They love when you say, well, we're not going to use you, period. Good. They're like, good. We don't want your business. It's not like they're having a shortage of business. They would rather not have to facilitate those types of things. I'd rather pull something over on them, to be honest. But they're a private business. They have every right to not do that if they don't want to. That's their business. I think telling private companies what they have to do is just as bad as telling them what they can't do. All right, we are all caught up over here. And I've got all the questions caught up over there. Are we done yet? We got 5 minutes left. So if anybody's got any questions, you better get them in. You said that state laws can be more permissive than federal laws, but that would not apply to the 26 minimum rifle length to avoid. No, when I said that they can be more loose, like if there are rights that are not defined in the Constitution, they can give you rights that are not defined in the Constitution. Like a state can say, it's your right to chew bubble gum. As long as the federal Constitution doesn't contradict that, they can grant you more rights than the federal Constitution grants you. That's the power of the state. But they can't contradict something that the federal Constitution says. So when federal law says that a gun has to be this long, they can't change that. They can say, however, that pink guns are protected by law if they want to. But it can't counter the federal. Maybe the cuttlefish colt rolled your car into the tree as an act of defiance. I don't think so. I don't think they have that kind of power. Lipsy announced new Locklear Mountain revolvers. Yeah, we saw that. Mick Foley managed to lose 100 pounds in 1 year. That's amazing. Wow, he might be dying. I don't know. I'm surprised that man is still moving around. Grab a Gun appointed Trump Jr. as an advisor. That's just publicity bullshit. I don't think Trump Jr. is going to be advising him on anything. It's like when, what's his name, said on the board, Hunter Biden. Oh, you put him on the board. You know, you're paying him bribe money. Smith announced the Hunter shoe. Yes, we covered that. This must be back from when I was saying, does anybody know of anything that I haven't seen yet? Have you read the new congressional bill to abolish the ATF? Yeah, I saw that. The one Bo Burke put forward. Yeah, it ain't going to go anywhere. Not at all. And it wouldn't, and it shouldn't in the way it's written. Because, alcohol and tobacco, how are they just going to not regulate alcohol and tobacco at all? See them at Lipsy's. Yeah, I'm not going over to Lipsy's. I never hear you mention the Rock River Arms complicity in the same incident. Does anyone ever talk about Rock River Arms? I know I don't ever talk about them. I used to carry matches when I had a loose strand or had to drop a deuce at someone's house, but the matches would rip out of the lighter, replace the matches. But lighters don't do the same as a match when it comes to getting rid of the fart smell. Matches are better. I would still carry matches. They do better for that. It's something to do with the way they ignite. I don't know the actual full story, but whatever. John Bologna Jr. paid another $2 tithe to Phil, and said, I was trying to be a bad influence on the guy asking about the CZ PCR. Well, I knew what you were doing. And I think we already established that's what we're here for. We are enablers. Although if he gets one, he's a cunt. Because I know I ain't getting nothing new. All right. Looks like we got 2 minutes. If anybody's got a last minute question, you better get it in. I'm not going to get to it in the live chat, but if anybody has a last minute, super chat or anything, you better get it in now. Fur Friends drawing Tuesday. Yes, the Fur Friends drawing is still Tuesday. The red phosphorus in matches kills the smell of farts. Yeah, I knew it was something to do with the way you light them. It's the sulfur content. Something to do with that. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. It was the act of the actual strike of the match, not just the flame. So you need the matches. So carry the matches. Stop stinking up people's bathrooms, you inconsiderate asshole. Don't come stink up my bathroom. I don't know, because my bathroom never stinks. So I don't know. I keep those candles next to those anti-fart candles or whatever they are. They're very heavily scented candles. I keep those. Never do I go to the bathroom without that candle burning. Because when I go to the bathroom, I sit for a while. Because I read in there. I don't know why I'm doing this. I read on my iPad. I should be doing this. But I have it mounted to the wall so I can read my comic books. That's why I was late to the chat today. I was in there reading comic books and didn't know what time it was. Didn't hear the alarm go off in the other room. But all right, I think that is it for today. Let me make sure we are all caught up on the supers over here. I think John Bologna Jr. was the last one, and he was. So thanks to him and everybody else that participated today. Oh, wait, we still got 2 minutes or a minute left. I'm getting out of here. Well, we'll get out of here a little early today. It don't matter if we leave a minute early. Sticking up your bathroom is inconsiderate to Maisie. Maisie spells her name with an I-E, not a Y, just so you know. She's going to get pissed at you. It's M-A-I-S-I-E. Amazing. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming today. I appreciate it. Thanks to everyone that helped support the programs we run, TYMPPP, Pets and Vets programs, Friend program, Voices program, everything we try to do here. We try to do some good with anything we bring in on this channel when we miraculously bring in any money. So glad you all helped do that, because you're all the ones that do all of it. I just facilitate it. So thank you for everything you all do for the channel and everything you do for the pets and the vets and the people in need and etc. veterans. It is appreciated. It is noticed. You're the only reason we're still here. YouTube's trying to get rid of us. Been trying for a while, but we ain't going nowhere yet. Thanks to you all's help. So like I said, it is noticed. It is appreciated. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.